In my previous video, I hinted that there is a new app coming out that will help you create time-telling worksheets very quickly and easily. Hello home bosses, my name is Nuria from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you to make money online. Today I want to show you a niche that is very underestimated, and that is the time-telling practice niche. You may remember that during the summer I spoke about how the educational niches are great for publishers and product creators, and I introduced a maths worksheet generator app which makes creating math workbooks a breeze. The same creators of this math worksheet generator are now launching a time worksheet generator, and that is because the time module in the math worksheet generator was so popular and people asked if they could purchase this module on its own. That was not possible at the time, but the developers have listened and created a standalone app which is vastly improved and expanded from the already existing module. So anybody who has already bought the math worksheet generator with the time module will be able to access this new app for free, as it is being discontinued on the old app and has been recreated, improved and expanded for this new version. What kind of books and products can you create with this app? Let me show you some examples. Here's a nice example of a telling time printable. So Etsy is a really good place where you can sell these kind of printables. And you can see that this shop here has made 1,566 sales. They may not be necessarily all time-telling worksheets, but they're in the educational niche, and like I said, educational printables are really popular. I'll show you some more examples. Here's another one, telling time worksheets, and they also make good sales, good feedback if you look at some of these sellers. Let's see another example. Here's another very simple one, and I like that this has these lovely graphics, and I will show you later on in the video what you can do as well regarding coloring books or activity books. This is another one, 10 printable Let's Tell the Time worksheets. This is a big seller. They've made 57,000 sales. And another one here, they've made 18,664 sales. I like how colorful their presentation is. And here's another very simple one. This couldn't be simpler, and very, very easy to create with this software. So these would be printables that you can sell on Etsy, and you can also create books with this software. So here's one, Humble Maths 100 Days of Telling the Time. You can see how many ratings they have. They've made a ton of sales, and if we scroll down to the BSR, they're ranking 21,734 in books, which is really good. All you have to have is a few books that rank this low, and you've got your full-time income on KDP. Another example, 100 Days of Telling the Time workbook by Activity Black. And let's scroll down to the BSR again. Here we are, 94,000, a little bit higher, but still selling quite a few copies of this book. And to be honest, I couldn't find many examples of time-telling workbooks. So that means that there is low competition, and I know that once this app is coming out, you're going to say, well, everybody's going to make time worksheet books and it's going to be saturated, but that is the case in any niche, and I've made books in niches that are saturated, as people say, and I've still managed to make good sales. So I don't think that that is an argument that you can use because you need to make your books stand out from the rest. That is the secret. It doesn't matter if a niche is saturated. In this case, this niche is definitely not saturated. I couldn't find that many books on this subject. And here's another example, Time and Money workbook. So they've combined it with talking about money as well. So this is the thing, you can make it your own by adding something to it or by making a different kind of book. So these are very easy to recreate with this app, but later on in the video I will show you how to create different kinds of products that you can also create with this app. Before I do that, let me show you the app and how it works. So this is the app once you've logged in, and there are 3 tiers to the app. So the first one that is the actual app in itself is the front end, and that's this one, the Time Worksheet Generator front end. And this is the one that you have to buy. You couldn't buy this one on its own or that one on its own. The front end is the one that has all the functionality of the app. And then if you want to upgrade and have some other functionality, then you can go for the Time Worksheets Generator Pro. And the one that I'm really excited to show you is the Time Worksheets Generator Premium. So how this works is these are upgrades or add-ons, and this is the one that's the actual app. You can do a lot of things with just this app alone, but then if you want to do other things, you can then upgrade, and you can just buy the premium one. You don't have to buy them in sequence. You don't have to then buy the pro and then the premium. You can skip the pro and go straight to the premium if you want to do that, and I'll show you now what's included in each of them. So let's have a look at the front end first, and this is the actual app that lets you create the worksheets. So once you go into the app, you can enter a name for your project. I'm just going to say test, and then you click create a collection, and then what you see here are the Time Worksheet templates, and you can see that they're all designed differently. So these are just design modules, so you can have a square in front of o'clock so that the children can type in the numbers there, or you can have it as a circle, or you can have it plain without anything. And you can see there are lots and lots of options to choose from. And before you start, you can go on settings here, and if you're creating books or printables, you can set your size here. 8.5 by 11 is probably the most requested and the most popular one. You can have page numbering here, and you can align your margin. So all of this would be done before you start, and then you can click on this elements symbol, and this creates a clock for you, and this clock can be modified. You can make it bigger, you can make it cover the whole page if you want to, and then you have some settings here. You can set the hours and the minutes, so let's make it 4:30 maybe. And you can set the radius, and we can set the hour hand length here, so you can make that bigger and smaller, the hour hand thickness, the minute hand length. There's a lot of things that you can customize here. You can even change the bezel thickness. Once you have set this the way you want, you update the worksheet, and here is your clock the way you have designed it. So you can use this not just for practice workbooks, but you could make standalone printables, and I'll show you later how I would use this feature alone. And here you have your Time Worksheet templates. Now these create, let me just delete this. Now these create whole practice worksheets at the click of a button, so it's really, really easy. Again, you choose one of the designs. Let's just choose this one, and you can see we've got 3 columns here and 4 rows, but you can change that up here. So we could just have 3 rows and 2 columns, for example. You can choose the grid item width. You can choose so many things here. Again, the hour hand length. So you can really design this the way you want to design it, and then you update the worksheet. You can see that we've changed the columns and the rows here, and then you can add text here. So you could add instructions, what the children have to do, or you could give this page a title, and then you just create lots of pages, and they're all different. So you click on clone page, and now you have a different set of times. So you can just create 100 of these pages, and that's your book. The other nice feature this has is that sometimes we forget which one of these designs we're using, and they've all got a little code right here on the left top hand side, and when we click on here, it shows us the code here, so we know which one we're using when we go back onto our design page. So it's very well thought out, and there is a lot to it. There are lots of tutorial videos on the site itself, And if you join their Facebook group, you will see that it's really popular and lots of people asking questions, and the developers are really, really helpful. They take any of your comments into account. They are onto it. If there's anything that you prefer to have differently or that could be designed better, they really listen to all of that, and they're constantly updating and improving their apps. And then of course you can provide the solutions. So to show the solutions, you go here right to the bottom of the left hand side where it says show solutions, and the best way to do that would be to, once you have created your page, you duplicate your page and you go Control C and you go to the next page and then Control V, and you have recreated the same page, and now you want to show the solutions and you update the worksheet. So now you have the page with the questions and your page with the solution. So very, very easy to create a solutions page as well. Imagine if you had to do this all on PowerPoint or on any design program, it would just absolutely take ages. And this is really quick at the click of a button. So this is the front end, and there is a lot included in the front end that you can use to create different workbooks. There are different types of questions as well. I recommend that you go on their sales page and have a really good look at what they offer. It's all really explained very well, and it just gives you much more information than I can cover here in one video. And I want to show you what the add-ons do, because this is where it gets exciting. So now we have access to the Time Worksheets Generator Pro, and I'll show you what you can do with this. So we've got obviously the front end functionality. So the front end product consists of the following features. You can create telling time worksheets and workbooks really easily. And there are time-telling modules that cover o'clock, half past, quarter past and quarter to, 5 minutes intervals and 1 minute intervals problems, and the ability to create analog and then the upgrade, which we're looking at here now, contains new conceptual ideas. So they include elapsed time problems, and they enable you to create time addition and subtraction problems. They can create worksheets for time in 12-hour clock time and in 24-hour clocks, and vice versa. You can download unlimited math worksheets. So with the front end, I think it's 100 downloads per month, but with the upgrade you can download unlimited ones. You can upload your own images, which is this feature here. So you can upload any graphics that you would like to add. And when you download these sheets, you can download them as PNG, so you can upload them to Canva, or as JPEG. You can download them as PDFs, and then you can upload them directly to KDP, or you can even download them as PowerPoint files, and then you can edit them even further in PowerPoint. You've also got unlimited colors for your text and for your elements, so that's a feature that you find in the upgrade. And you can bulk clone pages. So instead of just cloning one page and then you have to click 100 times to create a 100-page book, you can just do that in bulk with this upgrade. And you can find step-by-step video tutorials to work with the app as well. So I would say that this upgrade is good for people who want to really go all out and create a lot of workbooks, a lot of printables, so that you don't have a restriction on your downloads. Although 100 downloads a month is also quite good. I mean, when they say 100 downloads, that doesn't mean 100 pages. It just means that every time you click download, that counts as one download, however many pages you're downloading. And now I want to show you the next upgrade, and that's the one that I find really exciting. So this upgrade is the one that I really find exciting. So you have all the functionality of the front end, but what's very different here is this one, images. Let me click on this, and you can find so many images and graphics that you can add to make your printables really stand out. And it's not just these here. You can see that there is view 10 more. So there's lots of these lovely frames. I can click on this one and show you. So there's a little pond, so you can create really nice printables, but you don't really have to use them just for this time telling module. You could easily use this for creating coloring books and add your own. I mean, you can upload graphics here by using this button, and you could add your own graphics or just combine all the graphics that are in this module. So if we go back, let's see what else we've got. We've got these ones here, really interesting. There are more than 100 images here. So if I click on that, and they're all kids doing different activities, and this can really be combined very well with the time telling modules, because you could have something like, let me just get rid of this here. You could have something like this little graphic here, and then you could add your text and say something, what time do you go to school? And then have them draw the clock or create a really plain clock without the clock hands, and they have to draw in their own clock hands. And this is the exciting bit that I wanted to tell you about, because you could also make coloring books and even children's picture books using this. The idea that I had was to create a children's picture book and then creating different pages with different stories about them. So this is a little girl that is at school, and you can write something about that. And then on the next page you could have a practice sheet where children can write in what time they go to school, what time they do certain activities. You could have activities that they can do at certain times. So we could have it like this, and we can add another one maybe. So there's another one that you can add, and then you could have them say what time they do these activities. So there are lots and lots of possibilities, and you could also create coloring books. I would say if you're creating books for KDP, make sure that you combine all the images, that you maybe add other images from Creative Fabrica or from other places that you can then upload here and use to create your books right here in this app. Or as I said before, you can download these as PNGs or JPEGs, upload them on Canva, and create further modifications to your printables. And you can also download them as PowerPoint files if that's what you use to create your books and printables. So there are so many possibilities with this. Like I said, there are 100 design illustrations for you to storyfy your telling time worksheets, and 100 borders to add to this to make it even better looking. And they're all created in-house by an award-winning design studio. So they're good quality, and they're designed specifically for this purpose. So I will make more videos to show you exactly what you can create with this app, what kind of books and what kind of printables. And now comes the important part. The app launches today, the 11th of November 2022 at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and it's on special offer for 4 days. The special offer ends on the 14th of November 2022, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, and the pricing is as follows. So during the launch, the front end will be $47, which then changes to $97 after the launch. And just with that part of the app alone, you can create amazing books and printables that you can then customize even further. But if you want to upgrade to the 0201, that is $67, and then after the launch it's $97. You could skip this one and just go straight to the 0202 that has all the lovely graphics, and that is $67 during the launch, going up to $97 after the launch. So you need the front end to be able to use this app, and then you can upgrade to either 0201 or 0202, or even both if you wish. And this is just a one-time offer, so once the prices go up, they will stay at the more expensive price and they won't come down again. I've never known this company to have any Black Friday deals or anything like that. Once the launch is finished, then they usually stay at that price. So remember that if you want to buy this app, I do recommend that you do it during the launch. And I also have a bonus to offer you if you buy this app through my link, and this is an affiliate link, so I do make a small commission from everybody who buys the app through my link, and I just want to thank you so much if that's what you're doing, because that helps support my channel. And the bonus I'm offering is I'm going to create a mini course, and it will be called Branding Your Publishing Business mini course. It will be about how to brand and how to expand your publishing business. So it will go into how to brand, what branding entails, which ones of your products are best for branding, how to use branding to promote, building your brand, and how to expand your brand. So it will be a mini course about how to brand your publishing business, because like I said in my previous video, I think it's really important to diversify and not to put all our eggs in one basket. There are many ways you can expand your publishing business. Amazon KDP is not the only platform. There are other platforms you can use, and you can also create printables and other products to complement your publishing business. So I will offer that as a bonus if you're buying through my link during the launch. And this is only for people who buy the product during the launch. So after the launch, that offer will not be available anymore. And the mini course will come out probably at the beginning of the year. So we're looking at January. So it's not out right now. I'm still working on it. And as soon as it is out, you will have access to that course if you have bought the Time Worksheet Generator through my link during the launch. If I'm able to create the course earlier than that, then of course you will have access as soon as the course is created, but we're looking at January the latest. So this is all about the Time Worksheets Generator. I'm really excited about it because I can see a lot of possibilities here, and I already know what kind of printables I'm going to create. And let me know if you want to see any videos about how to create the children's story books with the time-telling module, or maybe you want to see videos on how to create activity books or activity printables with it. Let me know what you would like to see, and thanks very much again for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video.